Job done. Into the next round of the EFL Cup. All I can really ask for from a game like that. It's a game that we should be winning, and it's a game we did win. Quick mention for all the action in the first half. And on to the second half, where the game really started. Honestly, I've never seen a poorer first half as that. But second half started, and we have to talk about the first major mistake. And it's just Harry Maguire again. We lost the ball in the midfield. The midfield was really poor in the first half. And obviously at the start of the second half, Fred gives the ball away. But we're trying to play a high line with Maguire again. It just didn't work. One ball in behind. He's absolutely nowhere. Dallow's a bit caught out of position. Watkins is in. It's a very good finish over Dubravka. And then from that point on, Maguire just looked all over the place in that second half. And we'll get to that shortly. But thankfully, we got the goal straight from kickoff. Aston Villa completely falling asleep on kickoff, allowing a very quick equaliser. Then it was 2-1, another ball in behind because the defensive line was high and we're trying to play a high line with slow defenders and it just doesn't work. Ball over to the back post, cut back by Bailey, and Dallow's panicked and put it in his own net. Thankfully, get straight back into it again. A brilliant goal from Rashford. Another defensive mistake from Aston Villa. I think they're probably going to be a little bit disappointed tonight, Aston Villa. They gave away essentially every single goal they conceded that mattered. The fourth goal was a very good goal, but the first three they're going to be very disappointed with. Very easy goals for Manchester United to score from a defensive perspective, and yeah. But second goal, really good from Rashford. Could have been a penalty after Mings' slip, but he held his nerve, stayed on his feet, and put the ball in the back of the net. He was very, very good tonight. And then my man of the match, the man who was missing for the Premier League game, Bruno Fernandes, stepping up with the third goal. A little bit of luck involved. Tyrone Mings involved again. Not a great night for the English centre-halves. It really wasn't. But Bruno picked up his goal. Thoroughly deserved. Man of the match by a mile for me. And then Alejandro Garnacho with an absolute peach of a ball into Scott McTominay in the last minute to make it 4-2. I suppose the only other things that really need to be said is, firstly, I thought Donny was absolutely appalling. He only had 11 touches of the ball in the first half and made fewer passes than Dubravka, which, quite frankly, for someone who's supposed to be a creative midfielder, is just embarrassing. Martial was okay. He obviously got his goal off the back of Bruno's work for the equaliser. He's still clearly trying to get back to full fitness, but I'm pleased that he was able to get a goal. We've already spoken about Maguire and Dallow. I thought both were pretty poor tonight. I was surprised with Dallow. I'm actually surprised that he even played in this game, given the fact that he's suspended for the Fulham game. I'd have thought he would have wanted to try out whoever he's going to play at right back against Fulham. Maybe he didn't want to risk that player getting injured, be that Wan-Bissaka or Lindelof, depending on who he's going to put at right back. But Dallow played. He was a little bit all over the place as well. It just didn't work, that right-hand side with Dallow and Maguire. Dallow was going too far forward. Maguire's not quick enough to cover him. He couldn't keep up with Watkins or Ings. He was just a little bit all over the place. A little bit worrying for him going into the World Cup. And yeah, substitutions made a massive difference. Putting Rashford down the middle. I've moaned about Rashford playing up front a lot this season, but he looked up for it tonight. Maybe the England call-up giving him that little bit of an extra boost, but he looked so up for it tonight. And he was running around like crazy down the middle, which is always what I moan about him for. And like we've already spoken about, Garnacho is an absolutely phenomenal find. He is going to do wonders for Manchester United if we can keep a hold of him and keep him fit. And yeah, I don't really think there's anything else to say. Oh, I will mention actually one more thing. VAR. For those of you who think VAR is a detriment to football, then quite frankly, you are wrong, because VAR would have got two decisions differently tonight. The Aston Villa first goal would not have stood because there was a clear handball in the direct build-up to the goal. Comes off, I think it was Kamara, drops to Ramsey, who then plays through Watkins for the goal, so that goal wouldn't have stood. And then Leon Bailey definitely should have been sent off in the last minute for a clear kick-out on Martinez, who, if he would have made more of a meal of it, probably would have got Bailey sent off anyway. But yeah, so VAR needs to be in the game, and that was proven tonight as well. But yeah, all in all, happy with the performance. Couple of individual performances were a little concerning, but the overall result was good enough. We get the win. We're into the next round. I'll give you my reaction to who we get in the draw coming up in a couple of minutes in the comments. And yeah, one more game before the World Cup. A little bit more confident about that one now. I'd like to see Rashford potentially starting up front again with Garnacho on the left. Bruno, of course, has to be involved. And yeah, on to the next one. Thank you very much for watching.